in the vaudeville. They had real talent.
Speaking of funny podcast.
Not this young stuff you had today. You call it funny. Speaking of funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speaking of Funny podcast. I am your host, the legendary Sonny G.
And I'm your girl, Bella Spinelli. Powered by Hughley, because fuck these niggas.
Because fuck these niggas.
Right.
I feel you. No. She had to say it with the furry slippers on today, too.
The furries.
Like, you know somebody said, when you say fuck these niggas with the furry slippers on, you serious. Yes. You serious. Because when chicks be, like saying fuck these niggas in red bottoms, I be like, you don't mean that.
They don't mean that shit.
Yeah, you got on red bottoms talking about fuck these niggas. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be having them on trying to flaunt them. Like, look, nigga, you could have had a bitch in red bottoms. Like, nah. But when you got the furry slippers, you dead ass. A nigga looked at me like, damn, she really don't need nobody. She really don't. No.
But that's momentarily, because it could be fucked up. What time is it? Like noon now? By 1 o'clock, it could be like
all the hoes waking up.
Yeah, I love
Hey, I've been thinking of you.
They all waking up, man. They all waking up right now.
Well, our guest today is very hilarious. He is a legend in the making. One of my I'm trying to find non-personal things to say. Like, I'm trying to give him actual accolades instead of just being like my homie, my dog. You know what I'm saying? He's got shows all throughout the South that he is putting money in comedians' pockets. He doesn't get his just due and his flowers, so I'm trying to get those to him. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Daruleo Goofy Ledger.
Thank you.
My dog.
Man, what up with you, homie?
Man, what's good with you?
Man, shit, chilling out. Not making no babies right now. You called me into work, so.
So is it back to back? Wait, so I know you have like a 6-month-old?
Yeah.
What's the timeline?
And almost a year. Like, what, 11? Yeah.
11 months.
June. Should be June 19th.
So that's the youngest, and then the oldest is 23, right?
25.
25.
Yeah, 25. He just turned 25.
See.
That's the one that gave me my grandbaby, my white grandbaby, that white grandbaby joke.
Wait, hold on, Okay. Because I just knew about the 2 girls.
Oh, you catching up?
Yeah.
It's a legend of them. It's a legend.
He might be legendary, but I'm a legend in the making because I'm still making legends.
He's making legends.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still making
He's the
them.
legend factory.
Yeah. So if Sonny wanted like another legend, he'd be like, look, cuz, no, don't give me the baby. Just give me the knowledge.
Oh.
Yo.
Look, I met you years ago, and because I have one of your very first business cards. And I think I hit you up about that a while ago.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that on Facebook. I was high. I didn't even know that was you still.
It was me. I was cleaning out one of my old bags, and I found an old business card of yours. But I tossed it away because
you just see this is wealth of knowledge.
Stuff. Yeah, but it
business
was like
cards don't last long.
No, they do last long though, because I was like, oh my God, I still see his name around. And I was trying to think of where we met, and I think it was at one of those. Remember back in the day, back in like early 2000, like mid 2000s, where everybody was doing like music conferences and stuff. It was pretty much like a scam. It was like,
oh, you talking about that 2007, 2008, I think it was.
Yeah, around that time period where everybody was throwing some type of music conference. It would be like, you could be like a producer you could be a person who was in the room when like Shawty Low made an album or something. And because you had that kind of exposure, then that made you could put that in a flyer or something and say, I know this person. So you could put together these events and people were paid to come to these different conferences and stuff like that. And so I ended up getting involved in something like that because at the time I was shooting videos. I was doing like music videos.
Oh, you got scammed?
No. No.
She was one of the scammers.
No, I was going to.
Well, which side are you on? She's saying no to both of them. You was on one side.
No,
you can't be not the scammed and not the scammer in these scenarios.
It was a place where artists were gonna be, and I had a product for artists. I had a service for artists. Mm-hmm. So I would go to these different events with the artists because I was doing services for them. So I had music video packages, and this is where all these artists would come from. And they would come from all over the South. North Carolina, South Carolina, all parts of Georgia and Alabama, Arkansas. They would come to Atlanta in hopes of getting and so that's where
you met him in one of those.
In that time period.
Okay.
It was in that time period.
Which makes sense. Well, because when I got here in 2010, the funny thing about you saying that is they tried to do that with comedy, but they didn't actually have famous comedians or anybody who you would recognize there, but you would pay them to perform. That's where I get my I don't pay to perform thing, because you would have to pay $10 to perform, and then the whole thing was you got exposure because somebody
did that in comedy.
That word exposure.
But somebody was supposed to be there who was a producer of Def Jam or something like that.
Something
like
I would have heard that shit
something.
so many times, man.
Right.
Swab House, Def Jam, auditions, and nah, man.
Where you from?
Cleveland, Ohio. That
Really?
that OH10, that Buckeye Nation.
I really thought
them
you were
Browns
from
is
someplace in
back.
the South.
Them
He does,
Indians,
yeah.
them
See,
changed their name.
that's why we don't bond over being from Ohio, because I don't think of him as being from Ohio.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought you was from every bit of Arkansas, someplace south of the Mississippi.
I know it's the accent, man. Like
you done been here long enough.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
I have. I've been in Atlanta, 15, 17, yeah, somewhere in there.
So you're a family man. So you have a 25-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got, so in between, so you have 11 kids, right?
Yep,
That's what you said?
total.
Okay, so 11 kids.
I just did Love Is Trash, hosted by Nico and them. And
I was supposed to do that.
And I'm a post the footage from that because I wish I would have sent it to you, because man, you would understand my whole background.
Well,
Sonny, you would enjoy the story.
I'm gonna watch it.
I love stuff like that.
I'm gonna post that up. But yeah, I'll give you some background on me. Yeah, I got 11 kids. Just 2 baby mamas. I'm with the third love of my life now. That's the best way of putting that, right, son?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
So you did good. That's
All right, cool. Whew. Scorpios, boy, that could be hell.
I understand.
You don't
When's your
say the right thing. Nah, my birthday, 29th of June. I'm a Cancer. I'm a cool ass Cancer. Yeah, I'm cool. Like, all my kids mixed. Like, they sprinkled, man. I feel like I'm helping the community, not just one branch of life. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, seeing somebody who looks just like you but light skin freaks me the hell out. Because it's almost like
babies.
So what does that mean? Are they like biracial?
They all different shades.
The youngest is chocolate.
Kind of mixed. Yep. The baby is chocolate.
The oldest is caramelish.
Yep. My daughter is just yellow like her mama.
Yeah. But has his face, but like, so I have this theory that most of the women that guys find to be like pretty as hell, the ones we all agree is pretty as hell, usually look like they dads.
Yeah.
And so like his little girl, she pretty as hell, but that's Daruleo's face through and through.
Facts. Like, my face is plastered all over my kids, man. Like, so I can't deny them motherfuckers if I wanted to.
Which why would you? They beautiful.
That too, man.
I'm the godfather of at least 7 of them.
People be like, why you keep making babies? I be like, because I got some pretty ass nuts.
Is that what are your kids called again? Your
nut nuggets. That's what they call it. I call them nut nuggets.
And trophies. They're they're nut trophies.
So they nut trophies when they get bigger because they got some shine on them.
And
Usually
not
they
your
done lasted.
grandfather.
They around for a purpose, but them nut nuggets, no, them just fresh out the freezer. Boom.
So how long have you been doing comedy?
Man, I will be going on 12 years this August, Sonny.
Okay.
This 12 years August. It's been a very humbling 12 years. It has. So you might be a contest to this, man. I done spent, if the logic was there, I done spent probably 6 in, 6 out of comedy. If I'm going to my 12 years, I mean 6 constantly on. Like if you had to say you see me every day, and then all of a sudden 6 years, where the hell is Daruleo? That's been my story in comedy.
I can see that.
That's
I definitely see that, because it'd be like it's like, hey, Daruleo got a room, and then you keep telling people that, and somebody comes back and be like, he ain't got that room no more. Wait, what?
Yep. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I may not be a comedy star. I may not be a comedy legend yet, like he put it, but I feel like I'm a comedy mogul. Like you've put in the work, and so one of the reasons that this podcast came about was because one of the ideas that I had that our producer G Wade agreed with was that there's an intersection in comedy of
yo, you're not quite famous, but you've been putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people don't know about that. They just think, so if you was to get a Netflix special, people like, Daruleo, I've never heard of him. He just popped up out of nowhere.
Facts.
Not realizing
One
you've
opportunity.
been doing 12 years of work and going, state to state and this, that, and so like you said, I can attest to that, but, the people don't know
It's always quiet, right? Exactly. The people don't know that. And that's where I'd be like, yo, Sonny, not to take away from you either. We gonna figure out your history. Would you say me and you spent half of our career through social media and the other half just figuring out how to get out there?
Facts.
Bet. Because I'm not saying that social media wasn't around, but yo, it wasn't as utilized as it is now for at least the 11 to 12 years that me and Sonny been doing comedy. It's been like at least 5 years of our career where social media wasn't shit. So now you look at it, now it's like social media is everything, and it doesn't take away from stand-up. It don't. You just got to figure out how to get it to stand-up because stand-up is a form of marketing. You marketing yourself. So you got to figure out what the fuck people know about you. What the fuck people want to know about you. So usually me, it's like, where the fuck are you? Where the fuck you been? So people still trying to know me. Like, you may very well talk to comedians on a regular basis. Like, y'all have y'all comedians y'all talk to on a regular basis. Like, I have mine that nobody ever sees. And he's a damn good friend of mine. It's like, I ain't taking shit away from Sonny. But Cap Drosky, man, she got Angel. that's Angel Godfather. You know what I'm saying? Like they watch her probably 2 or 3 times, and then they go out with her and stuff. And they about to take her to the zoo. You know what I'm saying? So,
and Cap funny too.
Cap funny. And people wonder why. Again,
he's not on.
He came up with the $1 show. I don't care what nobody say, man. I'm putting that publicly right now because ever since Cap let it go, man, people have been picking it up and manipulating that idea of his, man. And Atlanta brand of comedy, man, that $1 show was his. So I ain't say no shade, no nothing, but man, that was his idea. So it may be around the country now, but Cap Drosky came up with a great show.
I'm one of those people too that's like, Cap should be way more on than he is. Why isn't he?
He's chilling, man. He got married, man. He's trying to understand his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to get past their college and high school days. So they focusing more on them. Right. Now they got married. I was at the wedding and everything. Now they practicing. That's what they doing with my baby. They practicing.
I mean,
so they watching it. They try to figure out they sleeping pattern. Like they try to figure out how quick they want to do this or not. You know what I'm saying? So me,
that's great.
Having enough to pawn off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, take one. Go practice. You need one?
Rent-A-Kid. Daruleo has you forget. I have Sterling's Rent-A-Kid. Sterling's son is my Rent-A-Kid.
Sure, any of your kids need butt buddies? They need friends.
I have a 2-year-old. I'm quite fertile myself, actually. So.
Oh, you are? Well, shit, we don't need to be too close. I can whisper in your ear, girl, whoo,
and get her pregnant.
You damn right.
Girl, if I blink in your direction, you going 9 months.
Yeah, man. Like, so that's really my background on my kids, man. Again, 3 tiers, man. I don't want to get too deep into it because honestly, man, I want to leave some room for the Love Is Trash show because I am gonna post that. So I want people to go and go look at it, and it's gonna explain in 17 minutes probably half of my life because I'll be back to do part 2 because part 2 kicking off dope as shit.
Yeah, I gotta go to the next one because I got a recent story. Bella knows about this. The mommy pick exchange.
Oh my god!
I was talking to my son about that. We were talking about I have a teenage son. Well, he's 19, but
he out of there.
Yeah, we're starting to talk about.
He's in the car right now. She's talking about him like he at the house. He's in the car right now.
He's in the car.
He's in the car.
He's just chilling.
Like you know how you get in trouble for leaving young kids in the car?
Oh no,
she figured he's 18 now. You can just leave the grown ones.
You can leave the grown ones in the car.
No, he is doing his own thing. He'll take the car and he'll leave and go somewhere. He's doing his own.
As long as he got snacks, I guess.
Yeah, he's fine.
Nah. The younger ones are snacks. You leave a 16 through 20 if they still at the house. No, you leave them with the car, nigga. That's the biggest snack ever.
Right.
Yeah. That's true.
That's the biggest snack ever. Oh, this nigga done left the car and the keys.
The car and the keys. And it's a full tank of gas.
All I gotta do is not hit a damn thing.
Right.
That's all they do.
Yeah, I mean, I'll never know he's gone.
Exactly.
Daruleo, I am a fan of yours.
I appreciate
because I've seen you in recently, like in 2 different situations, you know.
Oh.
So I've seen you like as part of a group, because you actually put me on to to a couple different things, and actually those connections with you actually opened up more doors. So I am thankful for that.
Cool.
And
I
that was
tend to
before
do
you
that.
had even seen me. You know what I'm saying? This is just you seeing me like fuck around on Facebook or social media or whatever. You're like, you're kind of funny, you know?
Man.
You're interested in doing this, or you will introduce me to somebody else. And so it's just been like, I appreciate that. But I had never seen his stand up before in person. And so I've seen you as a leader. Take a leadership role. And it was the group. Remember the other couple weeks ago we did that the show that wasn't a show, that was kind of like, it was a bunch of shows in one.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, and it wasn't a stage, and it wasn't, the host didn't really know how to host. And so and I commend Sunny and I talked about this. Yeah, we talked about this before.
God.
But how you guys all jumped in between you and
Tobias.
It was a master class for me. So just watching y'all, okay, this is what it is. Watching the inside joke, the eye language. That was
because we all knew
that was eye language.
We were like, we've been through this.
We've been through this.
Yeah, it was neat for me. I had never been. Yeah, it was a master class. Watching the three of you guys jump in action. The host didn't know how to host. She didn't know, she didn't know how to host. The promoter had a whole idea of how it was going to run. And you guys just jumped into action.
He wasn't willing to do shit.
Without even speaking to each other, without like a huddle or anything. It was just like y'all made y'all eye contact, y'all figured out what it was, and then y'all jumped in, and you kind of took over as a host in that particular night.
Cause I'm used to doing it, not taking nothing away from Sonny, man. Sonny do it too every now and then. He's hosted a couple rooms and stuff, man. It's just, it's more like, who just gonna go first and just get this shit show started? Like, who gonna jump in the flames butt ass naked? I'm that nigga. I like doing that shit. I am. I'm wild, man.
Yeah.
I'm wild.
We've been doing this long enough, and luckily we're close enough. Because like even with, like me and Tobias have had our ins and outs, but we still respect each other enough so that we've all been through those kind of rooms. So the eye contact that you're talking about, you know what I'm saying, with him even, you know what I'm saying, like there was no ego there. It was like, yo, we want to just make sure this runs like a comedy show. So Daruleo jumping in and becoming the host, like it wasn't like me or Tobias was like, oh shit. It was like
did your part.
But I'm saying the fact that we even like that he even did that, it's like the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? You know what each Avenger is good for. Yeah. So even though all three of us have experience hosting, if we in this hood ass club ass dungeon, the best person for the job to host, bing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's
energy
what it was.
Wise,
yeah,
I got a lot of energy.
And it was definitely needed. And so like I said, it was a master class for me. And you guys are definitely the comedic geniuses. I mean, you took control of the situation as far as like, helping out with the hosting and being first and just getting the crowd going. I think Tobias went and talked to the DJ who had never did a comedy show before. Who didn't know anything about how it was going to run. Sonny did his part. Like everybody wrote. And I'm just like, I was freaking out personally.
All over again.
Yeah.
That's it.
I felt like my career has started all over again.
It's like, damn, we back to doing this.
Sometimes you will get a show like that, and it will humble the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
because then right after that, I think me and you had a show in Buford, like right after that.
And I wanted to talk about that because then I saw a whole different part of you where, and I have never experienced anything like this before, where you are a performer and the energy that you brought in, like it was like you could see your aura. You watch anime and you could see like the aura behind somebody. He had this like this aura.
He had the glow.
Before. I mean, people it probably was, right. It was probably weed smoke too.
It was
absolutely weed smoke.
It was absolutely.
It was weed smoke and aura. But he walked in and he took presence of the stage. He used every bit of the stage, and I've never seen anything like that on this level. I've paid to see stuff like that, like professionals and shows and in arenas, and that's what he treated it like.
I love the stage. I love using all of it.
He used every bit of the stage, and he was so energetic in the crowd, and I was just like, oh my, it was not the same crowd from when I was up there or when the guy before me was up there. It was just like almost a whole different audience. And so that's my first time actually seeing him like work. And I was just like, wow, like this guy is really good. And he is going to go really, really far. Like you are going to go far. And I know you know that. I know you know that. But I was just really just impressed, and I don't say that often because a lot of niggas I be sad at like, yeah, that's why you've been on this 16 years.
That's why I'm glad to hear those words because I mean, shit, those words come back when you do good things for people because I know I put you on that show, I got you on another show, and this is just research, knowing that she funny and knowing that her attitude is good. Like some people will book their friends and their attitude will be shitty. Man, that make a bad name for you. All right. Sometimes people will book people that they don't know, and then they won't be funny. And that's when you got to do your research and your logic. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we move as, again, teachers as a comedian, man. Again, a mogul as a comedian. Why? Because that's what I do, like you said earlier. I try to help everybody. I do. I try. Sometimes Sonny is the first person I call, man, to be like, look, can you host this? Or, look, man, can we do this together? Or, hey, you want to get on this show? Or I'll call him and be like we exchange a lot, man. We do. We exchange a lot of information. Smoker circle.
Hashtag smoker circle.
Exactly. That's the thing?
Yeah, that's how, man. That's the thing. It is, man. We just missing one.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see him Thursday.
Sterling.
Okay. So
my homie Sterling, man.
I've heard so much about him, and I feel like I've known him, but I've not.
He's back. Yeah. He's getting he's
Sterling's
growing
being a
up.
daddy, man.
Yeah, he's growing up.
Grow up, man.
He's growing up.
A daddy, but he working though. He got a consistent hosting job with another promoter / comedian I fuck with very heavy named Trey. Man, look, it's a lot of people I'm gonna give shout outs to, cause man, a lot of people I have respect for. But,
so speaking of that. So we were talking before you got in about, she's going through the culture shock of the difference between how, so because we want to make sure YouTube actually does play our content. We have code words for things. So Mayonnaisians.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the difference between black rooms and Mayonnaisian rooms.
Okay.
And so you are one of the comedians who I know that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I'm the king of it, man. There's a couple other comedians that swap. Like I do, man. I ain't gonna lie,
but you're
man.
good. But it's a fine art.
Yeah,
like
it is.
Like,
it is.
I've never seen anybody like you.
Because if you tell me, hey, when we go to this room, these are the topics you can't say, I'm gonna have a real hard time.
Facts.
Like I'm gonna have a hard time complying, but my rebellious side is going to be like, oh, you don't want me saying the N-word? I'm going to find a way to make you think of the N-word, even though I don't say. But I'm combative like that. You, on the other hand, Daruleo, Daruleo, you can't say, okay, cool. Then Daruleo going to do a great set without doing any of those things. So how do, you know what I'm saying, was that balance, like how long did it take you to get that balance? Or what was it that made?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been balanced like this since I really started, bro. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Yes, earlier in my career, I was kicking it with one of my mentors, Malachi Black, man.
Shouts out to Malachi.
Dude, man, for real. Too Loose from Mississippi, man. I met them. And yes, I was working urban rooms with them, a.k.a. black rooms. And then I was meeting people like Joe Pettis earlier in my career, man. Underwear Show, shouts out him, Atlanta native.
Yeah.
Dan Weeks, man, I met him early in my career, man. Dan Weeks, funny dude. Again, those are two Asian comics. You know what I'm saying? Love my white people. All right?
They love you. They love you.
When I do crossover, a lot of people don't get it. They don't, man. They think it's easy to me. They think it's hard. No, this is how I grew up, bro. Like, I grew up in the hood. Then I moved from the hood when I was like 11, 12 to the suburbs. And I had to learn to switch up then. And I was still doing real nigga shit. Okay? And then, I got accustomed to dealing with my Asian people. You get what I'm saying? Because I love my white folks. They taught me how to egg houses. All right?
It's a white trade.
Like, that's that. They taught me how to toilet paper shit. Bruh, when I became a senior, and all this is gonna make sense, bro. I was teaching niggas how to fucking toilet paper the right way. You gotta say, hey,
It is
throw
right.
that
It's
shit
gotta
the
be,
fuck up
it's gotta
there.
be some spin
You know
on
what
the
I'm
roll
saying?
so that you can
Thank
get all the
you. Thank
You're not
you.
gonna learn that from
Know what
niggas. You
I'm
gotta
saying?
learn that from white boys.
Well,
Yeah.
Exactly,
Number one,
man.
because black people don't have tissue to waste.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
Now
we've
y'all
been
getting it.
trained
Now y'all
not to
getting
waste
it.
toilet paper.
But when white people waste toilet, they tell you how to throw it so
Exactly.
that the spin is on it, so that it goes over and
Exactly.
drapes everything. Yeah.
But you see how as black people we have excuses for not having fun.
True facts.
And this again comes over to comedy, bro. I have fun when I do every room. Every room. Whether it's a Man Asian room, whether it's my people's room, man, I have fun doing every room. Why? Because I grew up learning everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even to this very day when I turned 25, I was married to a Spanish chick. So that goes to tell you, that's how my kids are mixed. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm into another culture. That's what people don't understand. Like, stop looking at people for the color of their skin, man. Look at them for the mannerisms in which they talk, in which they speak, and how they act, man, because I hang around everybody. I'm an everybody type of person. You know what I'm saying? I really am. I love culture. I love learning people. I'm a people person, man. That's what makes me a mogul in comedy, because people will be like, yo, you be on this side, you be on that room. Yeah, because, nigga, I like learning people. I'm not just comfortable in an urban room where I know my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just comfortable in a Man Asian room because they're my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't consider myself just to be in there because it's easier, as urban comics would say. Nah,
Right.
it's hard, especially for me. I can't spell. I don't read the source like that. I read books, but I choose what I read. You know what I'm saying? So even when I'm in an urban room, I may pick up some lingo that I don't even know.
Oh, shouts out. So if you follow Daruleo on Facebook, no, this nigga cannot spell for shit.
Yeah.
But
Thank
but
God
this-
I'm in Facebook jail.
But this is
I'm
this
learning.
this
I'm learning.
this is what I admire. So how we just had this whole conversation. If you just look at his Facebook and you don't know him, you'll underestimate the hell out of him. You'll be like, this nigga dumb. This nigga dumb as hell. And then you talk to him and you realize, no, now just because for whatever reason he spells like a third grader.
Yeah.
For whatever reason
It might
that
be worse
is,
than that.
you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason that is, it is what it is. But he's not any less intelligent
Facts,
based
man.
on that
I'm telling
factor.
you.
And that's something, being friends with him taught me how to learn that about other
Yeah.
people. Like even just being down south, you know, when you come from up north, people
Yep.
think down south, if you talk, I shouted like that, oh, this nigga done. He don't know shit.
He's
Blah, blah, blah.
slow.
Some of it, and you got to realize
That shit's
people's
hell.
intelligence shine in different ways. You
Different
have
ways.
to see where their intelligence shines. You can't judge, because they don't speak proper English, because they can't spell, because they don't know the syntax of this, because I know all that shit, and I done been robbed like 5 times since I've lived in Atlanta, which means my street intelligence ain't shit.
Yeah.
Have you
But-
ever been robbed by a scholar before? I've been robbed by a nigga on an honor roll before.
I swore T.I. robbed me
Yeah,
one time,
man.
the big
You
words
got
the
tired
nigga
of
was
being
using.
smart.
That's what I'm saying.
The nigga,
Tired of being smart, man.
you know,
Facts,
yeah. Nigga came to me talking about, let me procure your bag. Excuse me?
And like, what?
I'm gonna hand it to you because I don't know what the fuck you just said, but
Facts.
you gonna give it back,
That
right?
gun is intimidating.
Right.
Not the fuck you just said, or you.
Right.
I'm telling you, it fucks up
Nigga to
everything.
put up with a bow tie.
And so I was explaining to her, like, because when we came in, like, there are the Man Asian comics who you would never know by looking at them or whatever that they've been doing the same rooms that we did. Joel Byers, for one, right? We did the Candy Shop, which was an underground strip club. Underground. It was the back of somebody's house.
I've actually heard of a candy shop before.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Sonny, I feel like our lives intercept in certain ways. Because
Yeah, we probably passed each other many
because
times
I
since I've been
wasn't-
here.
Yeah, because I wasn't necessarily in the comedic part, but I was around strippers around that time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So
Fell around them strippers. Bell around them strippers.
because I feel like I've always had
Dolly got some
again,
fine ass
a
friends, but
product.
she won't let them date comedians. I'm mad as fuck. If I
know
wasn't
what?
currently dating somebody right now, I'd be mad about that.
Blame, you know who to blame? Ty.
Ty who? Mills?
No.
No.
Let's stop.
Okay,
Let's
sorry,
not
no name.
no name dropping.
Okay, no name.
Okay,
But
no
blame
names.
a comedian that broke my best friend's heart. And so now she, you know, and she's my road dog. She be at every show with me, you know, like every open mic, she be there. and she got wooed by a comedian. I ain't say nothing.
So
I told him.
Bella cock block on me. There was this fine chocolate chick at
Bella,
the
you
chick
cock blocking?
at the chick
I
that
was
we
alley-ooping him.
at the chick at the show that we did that she's talking about
Yeah.
where we Avenger assembled.
Oh yeah.
There was the thick, the matter of fact, the thick chocolate chick that you I think was it him or Tobias that pointed her out.
That was him.
That pointed her out at the edge of the bar.
Oh yeah, I did.
You
because she was
You was like, Sonny, you gonna like her? I went to go talk to her.
She was cute.
Turns out she's the friend of Bella's friend. So Bella no. But so Bella called herself trying to help me out. She called herself trying to help me out.
Oh,
but whatever
shit.
she said to that girl scared that poor girl so badly.
What did you say, Bella? I want to know. I want to know what you said.
That girl stopped. She
I
all
wanna know what you
all my
said.
text returns were one word returns after whatever Bella said to
Oh
her.
my God. First of all, I am a great fucking wingman.
I didn't say you weren't.
I
I'm
am.
saying
Really?
result. I'm saying
I be
action.
alley-ooping to you all
I
the
said
time.
action. This action happened, and then this result happened.
so
I didn't criticize you. I said this action happened, and this result happened.
All right, so little background. Sonny is my friend. Okay, just like I feel
Yeah.
Cherie is my friend and stuff. And bitches are wild out here, and they be you know they be on some dumb
wild.
shit.
They wild.
You know, and so
They
I
wild.
just gave her the same little lecture, like just look, yo, he was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He's my friend of mine. He's an awesome guy. If your intentions for him is on some fuck shit, then leave him the fuck alone. You gonna have to deal with me. And that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. I mean, I didn't
That
like I
was
said. I
it.
didn't say she said anything wrong.
I mean-
I'm just saying now that was the action,
Yeah,
and the result or the reaction was that old girl. Like it went from I text her, hey, how you doing? Hey, Sonny, yeah. So I'm over here doing this, to hey, how you doing? Fine.
I didn't know she was responding like this. I didn't tell him that. That's what you know. That I
You
didn't.
and your call, y'all still talk like.
Well, she's not her
No,
friend.
she's
The
not
girl,
my friend.
she's the friend of a friend. So
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, well, she, oh yeah, man. I was like, okay, cool. Well, let me tell you, you know, just so you know. You know what I'm saying? He's a great, awesome man. He got this going on. He got
you
this.
gonna have-
And I was like, listen, your attributes. And I said, however, so he got this stuff going on. If you are not, you know,
Don't
if you are
fuck
not,
with him like
yeah,
that
you're not going
the
to,
long way,
then leave him
then-
alone. Then don't, if
So-
you want some
Yeah.
bullshit,
So
then leave him alone.
okay, actually, so she didn't block. She threw.
didn't block.
She
She
threw.
did her thing.
She threw the alley oop, and old girl instead of catching it was just like, oh, I don't even want the ball no more.
Yeah, she was
Right,
like,
that's
nah,
what
I'm
I'm
good.
saying.
I just want to dick and dash this nigga.
I'm not even.
Like,
I'm
that's
not even
what
about to
she
dunk
did.
it. I'm not even about to
That's
dunk
what
it.
she did.
And I be look at the go Cracker Barrel, the waitress.
That's
you know
true.
What I'm saying?
That was empty flirting.
Oh,
but
damn.
understand,
Bella,
but
like, oh,
I be
she is a
connecting
wingman.
people.
She
I
is.
am.
I give her that. I will
shit.
give her that.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Now I will say this, Bella. We gonna be honest about this. You are, because she's direct. She's very
I'm very
direct.
direct,
And the thing about it is, like, so there's classification. Like me and Daruleo done been out enough to where
Hell yeah.
we know, like, if I need Daruleo as a wingman, he's a subtle wingman. He's not gonna go directly to the chick and be like, yo, da da da. Like he did at the comedy show. He does the shit like he did at the comedy show, make a joke, and then it's up to me rather or not to go in on it. Or if it's not a comedy show or there's some shit like that, he'll, hey, Sonny, you should sit over here. Nobody knows why he's saying that, but I look at why, I'm like, oh, I see why he said that. You know, there's the subtle wingman. And then
that's me.
Bella is just like, oh my God, you and this chick should make babies. Like, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
It's not bad
It's
at
just
all.
if you're not
It's
prepared
not-
for it,
yeah,
you
if
gon'
you
you'll
ain't
drop
that
like
deep,
me. I'll
bruh.
drop the ball. I will
Yeah.
drop the ball if I'm not prepared
Yeah.
for it.
I'm
Like, why you
direct in
why
every
you do that
aspect
right
of-
now? Like, why you do that right now? Me, see, I'm always on go. I'm like, hey, what you tell that bitch?
Yeah,
You just told her
I-
what's up? Okay, hey, yeah, shit. What, the bathroom?
Yeah.
right here.
I am direct in every aspect of my life. I'm direct. I am I say predator.
You a predator.
I am, but somebody told me I shouldn't
Oh, you
say
got
that.
that hungry attitude.
Somebody should say I shouldn't say that because it makes me sound like aggressive or something. But
You
no,
are aggressive.
It's predator sounds bad though. It's another way they told me to say it.
We was on the phone. Listen, we was on the phone one time, and she's hold on one second. Hey, you looking good there, young man. I see you over there. I see your shorts. I see what's in those shorts. Yeah. Come over here and holler at me. So anyway, Sonny, like I was saying, I just came from church. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Wait. So yes, you are absolutely a predator.
Oh, God.
But don't get me wrong. You know, there's a room for that. We need more female predators.
I'm a philanthropist. I go.
That don't make you cannot be a predator.
I hang out at, like I would say hang out, but I'm doing a good.
It's like I go to church. I can't be a hoe.
No, I'm doing a service to mankind. I encourage men to live their best lives and to, and if men are looking,
I'm living mine.
If men are looking well and they put effort into their, I'm going to tell them, hey, you are looking fantastic today, young man. This happens to be young man. I call everybody young man. That's the pre-cougar in me. But I'll be telling them, now that's just how I do it. Now if you are in my circle,
pre-qualify her cougar by saying, young
yes,
man.
I am a pre-cougar.
She's
hashtag pre-cougar. It's just after,
but we can't call her a predator.
No, not a predator. But I am very direct and I am a bit aggressive when it comes to.
Mountain kitten.
When it comes to, what I want and what I, because why not? Because,
I agree with you totally. We need more women who are more direct and things of that nature.
I know mine.
Other women shame me. Other women shame me.
Because we're living in an age where gender roles are disappearing, but there are people who want to hold on to those, and they're the ones that are uncomfortable. Like women tell me all the time, if you're interested, you should pursue me. Why? You know you like me too.
Exactly.
Why do I have to? If you know you like me, why do I have to be the one?
Shit to do all day.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah,
like, dead serious.
I was waiting on you to say something. Well, you just gonna be waiting.
You'll get a good morning text out of me until nigga I go to sleep. But you don't text me back. Hey, it's on you.
Right. You supposed to. The men are supposed to pursue.
Why
Listen.
You call me back like that, bitch? I text you good morning. Why you ain't say shit?
I'm not a pursuer. I'm a mutual interester.
Exactly.
If I show you I like you, you show me you like me back. If I gotta keep showing you I like you just to get you, I'm not gonna do it.
I love aggressive women, but nigga, I'm also the mutual. Like nigga, you gonna be extra aggressive, I just might be.
But see, that's the thing.
It better be worth it.
I am not okay. So every relationship that I've been in, every serious relationship I've been in, I've been a pursuer of it. I'll be the my current partner, whatever, baby daddy, whatever.
Shouts out to my guy.
She said, "Shouts out to Big Dick."
Yeah, wow. I saw him. It was a poly party, like a poly Halloween party, and I had went there. A Halloween party. Yes. Yep. And I went there by myself.
Hold on, stop right. God daggone there. Wait one second. I just had to process the name. Give me a second. I just had to process the name because now I'm mad at two things. I'm mad at how great the name is, and I'm mad that I didn't know this existed until this moment. So my brain has to Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Smoke more blunts together.
Woo!
Look. So it's a community of these great people.
You don't have to go into all that.
Okay, anyway, so there's this Halloween party. I have it every year. I went alone. I was a sexy cat woman by myself. Okay, so I was cat woman. I went there by myself, right? And I went there to. I was there to see somebody else. Like he was there with his wife.
So it was a whole nother dick lined up.
Yeah, I was there to see this other guy, and I wanted to meet his wife. Like we were supposed to be meeting his wife, but his wife came in this she had one of those painted costumes that she didn't think
the body
fully.
paint.
Yeah, and she didn't realize it was good in theory, but she didn't realize that she wasn't really comfortable like that. So he spent his whole night covering her. So he didn't even get a chance to really interact with me at all, like we had planned, because he was too busy, like literally covering his wife, who was uncomfortable because she was really just naked, but with body paint,
Okay, that's her fault.
Right, exactly. But anyway,
the fuck?
Right,
like,
so,
bitch,
ain't nobody tell you to be Mystique.
Look, we at a poly party. Nigga, you came naked. You might as well stay that way.
So she was
you
supposed
lucky
to be
you got on body paint.
I call her Mistake.
Yeah,
Instead of mistake.
Mistake.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm the bad person. Whatever. I got a couple laughs. But so anyway, so now my attention is open. So I see this guy who I thought was handsome across the room, and I was so I made my way. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. And I go over there and grab him. He's working as a caterer. Right, he's catering the party or whatever, and I just told him, "You are so handsome." Like, man, I had to come up. I saw you across the room. I had to make my way over here, and I'm just like running. My friend said, "I'm running."
She went for the only nigga with clothes on. That's what it was.
The
only nigga with clothes on was who she was attracted to.
Typically, he had on a mask. Well, he had on a costume. He was costume me, but he was working anyway.
Yeah.
But and so we kind of just been together ever since, right? But what was the purpose of me saying that? I think, why was I telling that story?
You just want to talk about this nigga.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No,
You
I
just-
tried not to be.
and
I
shout-
thought
you know
was
what?
lucky.
Talk about
But
this nigga.
shout out to
How you
him.
forget?
I love their relationship because I've been the safety friend a lot in my life. For those who don't know,
seem like it, Sonny.
Yeah.
I've reached out to you for safety measures.
for those who don't know, when you're in a female's friend zone, the safety friend is the guy who's so safe.
You're not in a friend
Nobody.
zone with me. I hate
No,
when
no,
you
no,
say
no,
that.
no. I'm talking about my past experience.
Oh.
It's going to lead up to why I like your man, though.
Okay, sorry.
So in my past experiences, I've been a safety friend, which I've had. Like one of my best friends to this day, her boyfriend walked in on her being naked and me in the room, and when he didn't realize it was me, he was like, "What the? Oh, that's Sonny." Whew. Like that's what being the safety friend in the friend zone is. You so safe. Your man don't even care that you're the one. Right. You ain't got to be gay, yeah.
Exactly.
It's just, I thought it was somebody who actually, it's just Sonny. Okay. So
nigga.
I say
Hilarious.
that to say one time she called me at like 11:45.
Yeah.
And I'm talking and everything, and then I hear him in the background, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why are you, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, dude ain't got, and he's just like, who are you talking to? And she's like, oh, Sonny. He's like, oh, hey, Sonny. And rolls over and goes back to bed. I said, oh, damn, I'm the safety friend again. Shit. I mean, I don't mind it. It's just now I know what my role. I said, oh, I'm that friend that your girlfriend can talk to at 11:45 because you like, that's just Sonny.
Hilarious.
But also, Sonny is, because he knows like certain things, he could tell me like, yo, Bella, you was kind of out of line, you know. And so Sonny was, when I remember I had my 2 baby daddies in the crowd. Yeah, he called me and was like, yo, like, I didn't know, but he was like, you may want to check on this relationship over here, because I don't think this person, and I had no idea. Yeah.
First off, she had 2 baby daddies in one spot. One baby daddy had the new current girl he was with.
Yeah.
So she's going tit for tat on both of them, and they're not like complimentary jokes. Funny, but not complimentary. And baby daddy number 1's girlfriend was like, fuck this bitch and this shit, we out now. So not only
So they
was
got up in the middle of the show?
it was like
After
her
that.
second. It was like her second to last joke that they started gathering they shit. They didn't leave till she got off, but they started gathering they shit like her second to last joke. And so when she got off, they left. And I told her, I said, you should have seen the look on girlfriend's face. That's the reason they left. But it was like, now don't get me wrong, everything you were saying was funny. It just shouldn't have been said in front of them. It was hilarious.
She ain't give a fuck.
Because now this nigga is getting into a fight with his current girlfriend about his ex, and then now you're about to get into a
funny
fight
and
with
adorable
your
ex.
current about him and your ex. Like you basically started a whole lot of shit, but it was funny. It was hilarious.
to me.
It was hilarious.
Shit,
But just due to who was in the room at the time,
she
it was
cutthroat as fuck.
it was she kept it trilled in the motherfucker.
She cutthroat as
I'm-
fuck. Like, I
I'm-
don't give a fuck who you here with. These
Yeah.
my jokes, bitch.
She kept it trilled in the. I was just letting her know for the sake of, because it looked like they all had a very amicable relationship. So I was saying, for the sake of keeping that peace, you may not want to do that again. But it was funny as fuck.
I mean, nowadays
And we
niggas
all
ain't giving a
do-
fuck.
we
They slapping
all,
comedians now, or at least
yeah.
trying.
Oh no, nigga, see, that's another thing we need to talk about, nigga.
Yeah.
We came up when
the
motherfuckers
fatties,
used
bro.
to, niggas would challenge you right after the crunk era. I guess motherfuckers still had pent up energy.
They did. They was throwing chicken wings at you. And
Yeah.
shit, man.
So when we first got here,
The chicken wing incident come up in every show.
Cause
feel like
it is. That shit is
Everybody
Trump.
who sat in his chair.
first
has
off,
talked
ma'am,
about
this is Atlanta. So not
Bitch, I
only,
got shot with a Nerf gun.
everybody. I think that should be.
Hey,
that
20
should be
got
a
shot with a
list of
Nerf
questions.
gun.
2010
I got shot
Atlanta,
with a Nerf gun.
2010 Atlanta was not the time to be scared
Hell no.
of anything
I
you
was
did.
here.
But you was in the film industry, right?
Yeah.
You don't think of the film industry as dangerous. If you was a rapper, a comedian, a singer, if you did anything where basically all your exposure was gonna happen on the wrong side of town,
Yeah.
you couldn't be scared and be like, I'm gonna be a poet.
Fact.
You had to be like, I'm gonna do my poetry and be prepared to either shoot or duck or whatever. But you couldn't just be like, I'm gonna be a poet and I should be safe because it's just poetry. Nah, bitch, this is 2010 Atlanta. You might get shot.
Any performance.
Any performance based,
hazard.
It was in 2010. So the thing about the chicken wing, as we all remember, is because think about this is Atlanta. So not only were we getting wings thrown at us, guess what kind of wings we be getting thrown at us? Lemon pepper. Niggas was throwing straight lemon pepper.
You know how hard it is to get that lemon pepper out of your shirt.
Out your fingernails.
I'm talking about if you came to a room late and you seen this nigga with a white shirt with a yellow and black stain, you knew. Oh, they threw wings at you, huh? That is how the comedy game in the first half of the 10s was. You could be funny. You still ran the risk of getting chicken wings thrown at you. Just because niggas was that's what they wanted to do.
They want to hear the shit.
Yeah.
They just be like, man, get off the fucking steak. No, that nigga with the chicken wing came out of nowhere because you don't want to hear jokes, nigga. No, I ain't trying to hear that shit today. Like, damn, he didn't eat
nigga, I can't hear the eat wings and holler at hoes.
Exactly.
Regardless of the fact that the whole place says Wednesdays comedy, blah, blah, blah. This nigga's the only nigga who don't know.
The only nigga that don't know.
But he done got everybody else riled up, so now everybody else throwing their chicken wings at you.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Like I said, I told a story on a previous show about my first at Throwbacks when Los used to host Throwbacks. The worst thing that happened to me was not a boo. It wasn't silence. It was I told a Chris Brown and Rihanna joke that nobody liked, and then I heard a gun cock immediately afterwards. That's the worst thing. Like, I don't give a fuck if you boo. Booing means you paid attention, you just didn't like it. Silence means you weren't paying attention. A gun cock, I still don't know what that means, but that's the one thing I don't want to hear. That's the one thing I just don't want to hear no more if I do a bad joke. Everything else is on the table. Boo the fuck out of me. I just don't want to hear.
What do you think, Daruleo? Have you been, because recently, we've seen certain people in the headlines being booed, and people, I think the boo has made
it's the slap, but they're trying to bring the slap back now.
I'm about to say the boo coming back.
It's always been there. Yeah.
The boo coming back, man. The boo been quiet for too long. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a lot of comics that need to get booed.
Oh.
See, if I would have said it, I'd have been a hater.
I don't give a fuck. Like, real shit, man. Like I said, I'm a mogul in comedy. Maybe I need to get booed sometimes. I don't know. But at the same time, I know there's a lot less people out there funnier than me that need to get booed. And I'm no Carlos Miller. I'm no fucking O.D. Odell. I'm no fucking Wildin' Out comic. But it's saturated. The game is saturated. That's why I say that. I don't say it because I'm trying to be evil or hate. No, man, this fucking game is saturated. No, I agree. Okay? It's saturated with people that don't care. It's with people that are saturated that don't do their homework. It's saturated with people that don't pay homage. So this ain't got shit to be doing funny. Like, nigga, this is our culture.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Being funny is our culture. Like, I appreciate being funny. That's why I take my time at home. Because if I could take my time at home, I could spend more time being out here with my people and giving them what they need, which is clarity, life, laughter, the truth. You know what I'm saying? A different side of shit. And that's where being a real comedian comes in at. If I can't tell you ain't shit to your face, man, I'm not a comedian. Why? Because I care about this shit. So, yeah, I'm glad the boo coming back. Let me know where I'm not wanted. All right?
That's a great way.
Real shit. Let me know where I'm not wanted. So then that way I can take me and my craft where it's wanted and where it's needed. That's why that's why everybody on here comics constantly saying they stay in their lane. I don't give a fuck. My shit's Spaghetti Junction.
Okay.
Like,
I like that.
That's just where I'm at.
So what do you want to do that you haven't done yet? What type of opportunities are you looking for right now?
Fuck, man, sky's the limit. It's a lot of shit I did.
Because I got some screenplays.
I've done films. I had two films on Netflix. I didn't know I did movies. I took a break from movies, and I'm taking an even fucking longer break because I ain't getting no COVID shot. I'm sorry, that's just not my belief. Like, I don't feel like I should have to get a shot to make money to live my life. Again, people take it very serious, and then that's just one of my things I gotta fall back off on, which is film for right now. Comedy's treating me well, like real shit. Somebody asked me where I'm at, and I can just tell you I can pay my car note, regardless what the fuck my car note is. I can pay it. All right. I just took my kids bowling. It's all what you know about the business, and all about what you know about you as the talent in order to be a product of what people want.
Exactly.
It's not just funny. Everybody's saying they funny, but we ain't booing them. All right?
And
that's it.
That brings up an interesting point because So when we got here at the beginning of the social media comedian.
Pretty much.
And back then, all the old heads was, you not a real comedian. You just a Facebook comedian. You just an Instagram comedian. You just a TikToker. But now, here we are 10, 12 years later.
Doing the shit.
And those same comedians now have had to figure out, like you said in the beginning, how to have a social media presence themselves, you know.
Or you see these TikTok stars now, or TikTok or Instagram, whatever, they're trying to put together like stand-ups, you know.
And they have to. They have to, because why? They want to be seen, man. They got fans that want to see them.
But it doesn't translate.
It don't. Not for
because
some of them.
You can't put a filter on the stage. You can't
put
a Snapchat filter on the stage.
So the thing about that is that, so this has been 12 years.
Be naturally funny.
This has been 12 years we've been watching this. There used to be, you know, you was either funny on one and it didn't translate to the other, and vice versa. But now, since people are learning that, you know, because like you said in the beginning, social media wasn't shit. Nobody knew how to get. Nobody on it. Nobody knew how. You know, we didn't know that followers meant monetization and that views meant we didn't know any of that.
None of that shit.
We just knew, hey, this video is very popular. That was it. Now that folks know that that's the game, there are folks who are just coming into it.
Like sharing wasn't even that huge.
Yeah, they don't actually care about the craft of comedy because they know that they've got so many thousands of viewers on their page, and so promoters know that will pack a room out, but it's not going to be a comedy show. But that's fine. That's their lane.
That's their lane.
That's their lane.
But they don't know about the gas. They don't know about traveling. They don't know about the bonding with other comedians, and that's what some of them are learning now. Like,
and that's why the boo is needed.
And that's
why the boo is needed.
Yeah. So I'm very new to performing comedy. I've been ghostwriting as a comedian, a comedic writer since 2009. But then I just started 3 years ago. Actually, my 3-year anniversary was yesterday.
Congratulations.
Oh, shit.
When you play this clip back, make sure to have some music.
Woo!
I'm going to be posting some stuff from my very first show, which was, I mean, to look back at it, was like, geez.
The wig didn't even look that good. That's a good wig now. The wig you had back then probably wasn't nowhere. It was probably shaggy.
No, but actually, I didn't even wear wigs then. I was, but I was fresh off my divorce. It was before I was pregnant. I was 9 months pregnant. I started doing comedy.
Side note, them fresh off the divorce women be.
Boy, they come straight to comedy, hot and ready, don't they?
Ready.
Like hot pockets.
Who else fresh off divorce and
I have been. I know this is but I have been close to raped by freshly divorced women.
Man, what?
Them be the ones who pay attention to your set. If you make a freshly divorced woman laugh,
the ones that get up and grab your shoulder like
those are predators.
They come get you right
freshly
below.
divorced women who come to comedy shows are predators. Because if you make her laugh, she's going to take you home.
Oh yeah.
I'm aggressive to start with, but then like I'm very submissive when it comes to like, because people think that because I'm aggressive in that way, or that I'm just in the bedroom, I'm just like, nigga, sit down and put your dick. I'm like, no, I'm not like that at all. I'm like, it's complete opposite. So I'm submissive in that way, that type of thing.
See, she like to make you angry.
Right.
She the angry type, like nigga. Go clean the bathroom. What, bitch? Go clean the toilet.
But see, now you giving her the best dick of 22 because you like, I don't know why this bitch, she ain't even got no comment.
Man, what? I'm plunging her.
Right.
But my partner I don't think that he thinks I'm funny. I don't think that anybody I've been.
Let me tell you something about the comedy game, and I don't know if Daruleo can back this up or not, but the people who love you the most are not supposed to think you funny, or they're not going to.
They're not going to. Like my girl, she give me hell. Like, yeah, she thinks I'm funny, but she'll always tell me some shit like I'm not. Or she'll be like, you need to work on that. I want this. I want this. I want this. I be like, man, how much of this do you want? Like, bitch, you tell the jokes. But no,
my mom loves to tell me. So, you taking that on stage? No, but why you got to say it like that?
Facts.
Oh, so that's what you be taking on stage.
It's gonna be a lot of that.
I think from a man is different. First time I did stand up was 2007. It was an open mic when Uptown was on Marietta Street.
So then technically you and I have been doing comedy for the same amount of time, but you took a break.
She started before me.
But see, that's the crazy thing. Me and you have been doing it for the same amount of time since I've been in Atlanta, and then me and you have been doing it for the same amount of time since I've been doing it, period.
Okay.
But you stopped.
07. I was working at Singular. Y'all remember Singular?
Yes.
Yes.
It was Singular. I went.
Gotta call me after 9 or on weekends.
That's
What?
right.
On
That's what I mean.
weekends.
Yeah, we went to.
My anytime minutes. Hey, baby, you using my anytime minutes. Get to the point.
I'm gonna call you right back as soon as I go down.
I used to let 'em pile up.
07, I went with some coworkers. We went to Uptown Comedy. My coworker signed me up for the open mic. Okay. That
First time at Uptown.
First time at Uptown, right? They called me up, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
That was
I
my
go
first
up
time.
there. I don't know
They had
shit
quality
about
booers
nothing.
back then.
Yes, I don't know shit about nothing, but I go up and I kill. Like people are and I'm just like, oh my. So afterwards, the manager at the time come up to me and he's like, "Yo, like you're really funny. You wild." No, not wild. He said you are. Yeah, he said you all over the place. You just need to tone it in and work on this stuff. He said it's a comedian I want you to meet that I think will really help you out if it's something you really want to consider doing, right? Okay. And I'm like, these bitches at work just signed me up on the list. So he introduces me to a comedian named Sunshine, right?
Oh, Sunshine.
Shout out to Sunshine.
Hell
he gets he introduced me to Sunshine.
I just fucking featured for her. She's awesome. I love her.
And yeah, just crazy. So 07 introduced me to Sunshine, and this was at a time where Sunshine was just starting out. She was doing her thing, but I was a nuisance to her. I felt like she really didn't want to be bothered with me. You know, she was just like trying to help me just because he
that's
put me
Sunshine
on.
character.
I was gonna say that's just
that's Sunshine character. She want to help you. She just. She,
I don't know.
But she's gonna come at it like the big sister who's annoyed that she's gotta watch her little siblings. That's how Sunshine does.
Like, why does bitch keep talking to me?
Right.
All right, for fine. Since you talking, here's some advice. Yeah.
Sounds
I
just
didn't
like
know what
Sunshine,
to,
too.
think. So he introduced me to her, and then I come home that night, and my dude, and I'm excited. I'm telling him, like, you're never gonna believe this. I got on stage, and I made everybody laugh, and I feel like something was alive inside of me, and like I think I want to do this again, and I want to write. You know, remember that time I want to write this, and because I had already been writing, you know. So I was like, I think I could really do this, and then he looked at me and was like, nigga, he's like, you corny as fuck. Like, them niggas are drunk. Hey, you ain't funny. You corny, that motherfucker. He rolled the fuck over and went to sleep. And crushed my dream.
Damn, you gave that
me.
nigga some pussy after that.
No, I was like, oh.
But you know what the
I
fuck?
slept on the couch. I think I went in and I was like, fuck you, nigga, I am funny. And I never, and then so between that and then the way Sunshine was kind of receiving me, I was just like, man, this maybe this ain't for me. Maybe I am corny. So I never did stand up again after that until 2009.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Back in the day, it was rough. Like, comedians really would hurt your feelings, man. Like, not to keep you off the stage, but to see if you was ready for this shit.
Yeah, if you was gonna come back.
Cause, man, Atlanta is a real cutthroat, shit talking ass, grinding, like, comedy city. Like, it is. It is. Like, we will shit talk you out of your career.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, this motherfuckers that we came up with that don't do comedy right now no more. But they made it. But they made it through the gauntlet. That's the crazy part. Like they made it through all the what do you call it when you in college or when you in a fraternity?
Hazing.
They made it through all the hazing.
Yeah.
They made it through all the
all that, yeah.
They made it through all of that, and then something in their real life made them have to back off. But they did everything you supposed to do
Like
to
one of
prove
them,
that
like,
you are
man.
down for the comedy game.
Like, one of them is one of my homeboys, Damian Dame. Funny ass motherfucker. Can write his ass off. Man, he might come out to my show Thursday. But yeah, he the one that went through a lot because he's a different type of comedian. Like, again,
But
he's our people.
But Dame has gone
Got
through.
dreads, you know what I'm saying? But again, he's smart. Like, he went to college, graduated college, bachelor's degree, all that shit. Like, but he's smart. But shit, he look like me and Sonny, but with dreads, you know what I'm saying? So everybody think he gonna cuss and fuss and shit, but he went through the hazing process. Had his own room, 2 of them, getting money, doing shows, got his respect, and just said, fuck it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a couple like
That's my G too, man.
But,
I'm like, fuck it, Damien, really? Just fuck it, Damien? Like, man, I might come see you Thursday.
You think some people do it just because they just want to see if they got the chops? They just want the experience of it.
those people don't usually but those people don't even usually make it to the hazing
They don't even make it
phase.
to the hazing phase because
You know.
as long as they know they funny, then they quit. They just be like,
Yeah.
fuck it. They don't go through the getting booked and then getting canceled, or getting booked and driving all the way out, not getting money, not getting paid. That's like almost getting hazed to me.
Right. That's those are the steps you have to go through.
Those are the steps you gonna go through to be stronger and be funnier, because as you become funnier, you do become stronger in every aspect of the business. Like one of my greatest teachers, again, sweet baby Keita. I love her to death, man.
Shout out to Keita.
Yeah. And I pretty much came up with her, and she went through a lot of hazing. Now she teaches me the part of the business that I need, so I don't get my ass whooped as much. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of above and below hazing that goes on in comedy. The above ground hazing is the other comedians. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's different for men
Joning,
and women?
overbidding, underbidding, you know what I'm saying? Pop-up shows here. You actually, let's just say if you knew at this time you're a headliner, but you're featuring for somebody that shouldn't know or damn near be a headliner. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's like, what the fuck you mean I'm featuring for this nigga? You know what I'm saying? That's a form of hazing. All right? And that's just politics, man. You take that shit, learn from it. Because for one, it'll teach you how to tone down. Because you may be asked to do that. And I'm not going to lie. Carlos Miller was asked to do that a lot. All right? And again, no. It's your option to turn up or turn down. Don't ever turn down because somebody asks you to. Whether it's the promoter, the host, the headliner, the feed nigga, whoever. Man, that's your option. Why? Because that's your funny. That's your career. That's your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who the fuck's sitting in that audience.
Right.
So why would I turn down because I'm funnier than the headliner? Like, I get what you asking me to do, but you're not asking me to do my job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My job is to be funny. His job is to be funnier if that's the position you put him in. You get what I'm saying? It's all respect. It's no disrespect, but it's a lot of brown nosing. So if the brown nosing gonna come and you gonna get hazed, still do your fucking job. Make a name for yourself. That's why can't nobody talk bad about me, man. I do my fucking job, bro. If it's a show that I shouldn't take, I just don't take it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's gonna be a million shows from here on out. Why? Because, man, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not. I'm fruitful.
That's how I feel now. I feel like I not gonna go nowhere. I feel like it's gonna be a time where I'm gonna have to choose between my relationship and comedy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a time, and I'm gonna be like, this comedy. Where's the next open mic at?
It's funny that you bring that up because
Hold on. Before you keep what you thinking of your thought, because you had just asked the question that I wanted to harp on. Do you think it's different for men and women? And in my estimation, yes.
Yeah.
You all do have it a lot harder, because here's what you all have to go through. One, I didn't even know this was a school of thought. Women aren't funny. There are people who, no matter what, they just go, women aren't funny. So they're not even listening to what you've got to say. They've already got it in their head, you're not funny. And then when they hear one unfunny thing out of your set, they're going to say, see, I told you she's not funny. Yep. Then, because you're pretty, automatically, if you are funny or if you do get gigs, you must be fucking your way up.
Yup.
You must be fucking some of these niggas to get on the gigs.
They can suck too.
Yeah, you must be throwing it back somehow to get on this tour, because you ain't even that funny. Because remember, women ain't funny. And then
disrespect to this shit.
Even on top of that, okay, so you are funny and you pretty. All right, I'm a fucker. Oh, she's not gonna let me fuck? Then yeah, this bitch ain't funny, and she can't get up in none of my rooms, and I'm gonna tell everybody not to fuck with her. So yes, y'all do have it harder, because there are so many other factors. Like with dudes, like our hazing process is, yeah, he funny, but he ain't funnier than me. So I'm gonna make sure
that's another hazing process of ours.
But y'all's is, can I fuck? Is she funny? Is she not funny? Can I fuck? If I can't fuck, is she still? There's so many other factors to go into y'all. Like, that's why, honestly, so a lot of the women comedians that we've discussed in the past that, you know, we perceive as having an attitude problem, I empathize because I've seen the shit they've got to go through. Like, that attitude is a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they've had to grow that shell as their attitude as a shell, because they've been tried in so many different ways. And now that they are where they are, you know, they can't afford to have people still making those assumptions about them. and saying that shit. Now, don't get me wrong. That don't mean you got to accept it. You know, like I said, it's some of those same female comedians that I'm like, hey, you was big sis at once, but fuck you now. But I do still empathize and understand why they have that attitude or the shell that they have, because if you're more than 5 years in the game as a female, you've been tried in 18 different directions just to do what me and Daruleo have, you know what I'm saying, just to prove that you're funny. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I understand it, but to answer your question, yes, for females, for women, it is very different. It's a lot harder, and I have a lot of when y'all keep going, like Lauren Knight. Me and Lauren Knight are not on the best of friendly terms, but I love her.
That's on the best of friendly terms with her.
Facts. Lauren will slap the shit out of you. Lauren will slap the shit out of you.
Y'all, nigga, I'm telling you, man. Even though she's not a Gemini, it's like the relationship you have with her is like a Gemini.
Yeah, one minute
like,
y'all
nigga,
are cool as fuck,
God.
And then the next minute y'all might be arguing.
Yeah, but she's straight in my book. Like we like I ain't never had no issues with her, but everybody says that. I be like, wow, like nigga,
that's
waiting on it. I'm just waiting on it.
That's my little sister. I love her. I don't know how she feels about me, but I love Lauren. But I say that to say the fact that she is that way, I completely like when other motherfuckers be like, yo, she da 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 da. I be like, I don't think you understand. Lauren is this skinny girl from the west side of Atlanta who has gone her whole life having to fight niggas. And then when she got to the comedy game, she still had to fight niggas and prove she was funny. So, you not getting along with her is more of her, it's her defense mechanism versus her just being a rude or whatever you think she is. So like I said, I'm not in the best of terms with her. I wouldn't go out of my way to be, you know what I'm saying, her best friend. But I understand when she goes off at the mouth. I'm like, she done had to do this her whole career and her whole life.
Lauren, we need to have you on the show, honey. If you out there, look, we would love to have you on the show.
She
talked to our
out there.
producer. You know, if you out there watching anyway, have our producer contact you, set something up. We got to have you in the chair, honey. Because everybody says the same thing, and I just want to.
I'm gonna have on one of them boxing helmets when she comes.
I'm one of the most interesting people to know, but she's getting there.
Yeah.
She is. She's getting there.
You are a very interesting person to know.
So before we get out of here, because my man's is very busy. I already know, but
that's always good.
What do you necessarily like? What do you think was the best lesson that you've learned so far in the game? Like, what is the best lesson you've got out of being in the game?
This is the best lesson I got out of being in the game, and this is personal. I don't know if everybody can take this. But again, another good homie of mine, that's Tommy. He reminds me of this lesson that I learned, that I taught him, because he's a very funny dude. And he does, man. He works his behind off, man. It's him. He's trying to get him situated as an adult, you know what I'm saying, and still be able to pursue his dream, which is this shit. But an OG once told me this when I was going through my divorce, and I really was like, nigga, I'm finna die. Like all the emotion I had as far as shows being booked, man, doing shows at Uptown, finna be on Chocolate Sundays, and I was going through my divorce. And the OG told me, man, look, don't you sweat shit. He's like, this stage don't go nowhere. This stage don't go nowhere. You want this stage, it'll be here a million years from now. Because you want to know why? This is an art. This is a gift. This is a talent. It's the freedom of speech. Can't nobody take this away from us. We can do this shit on street corners, subways, top of rooftops, colleges, coliseums. As long as people want to listen, we can be funny. So what you got to do is handle your responsibility to be here for it. Don't let it outlive you, if you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So that's what I did. I took that advice, what he told me, and I made sure that I probably never miss this shit again. Due to a job, due to a female, due to money, due to no, man. I learned to be more responsible. Regardless if I got 11 kids, I'm more than be more humble. I learned to appreciate the craft. I learned to move different, but move with those who know how to move with this shit, that love this shit, that enjoys it. And again, just learn that it don't go nowhere. As many breaks as I've taken over this about to be 12 years in the game, And again, 11 kids is just still traveling and still watching comics that came up after me, like Will Fosky doing this fucking thing. Shit, it's a bunch of them, man. Nick Murphy doing this fucking thing, man. Shit, DC Young Fly, like fuck.
I
man.
was gonna say we
The
watched
fuck?
DC's
All
very
right.
first set.
Okay, and that shit was hot ass garbage, but look where he at. He just headlined for his birthday, man. Fucking fantastic job.
Okay.
He did a fantastic job. Not that I was there. I seen clips, nigga. It's all over the place. But yeah, like this stage don't go nowhere. If you love it and you love you, most importantly, to give back to those who appreciate you for being you, which is being funny. Again, you're gonna see this at Sweetwater. I don't know when it's gonna be aired, but yeah, I got run a Thursday room.
We gonna give you the opportunity to let him know,
Yeah, so-
but he
You
does.
can create any stage you want, man. You can create any stage you want.
He is.
Wait, before we talk about, because I am fascinated by the Marta story. Remember you told me how you used to do.
So
stuff?
remember we used to do the last train. We used to perform on the last train.
See that? Hey, that's good segue for this because, like I said, you can create a stage
'cause, yeah.
anywhere, bruh.
Me and Daruleo used to perform
Marta Kings,
the
bruh.
last
About it. I need to
train.
know.
Marta Kings. Man, the last train ran, I think around 12:30, 12:45, 1 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? And then I had to be to my train. At this time, Sonny stayed down, where was it? Like in Atlanta?
I was right by Turner Field.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like in Atlanta, like almost where my sister used to stay, because I used to stay off of Boulevard too. Yo, we would do, or what would you consider a comedy special now, or whatever, a comedy hurrah hurrah, or whatever it be on the train. Yo, I wish Cash App was back out. I mean, I wish Cash App was
Cash
out.
App.
I wish Cash App was out.
I wish the camera phones was
Like,
better.
facts.
All of that.
Like,
if we could have showed
We would have
people,
took famous away from what
So what
famous
did y'all
is
do?
now.
Tell me what it was.
We got everybody's attention.
We got
We-
everybody's attention. It just did shows, crack jokes, had fun. It wasn't what you consider a normal comedy routine.
Yeah.
It was like Keenan and Peele live.
Yeah.
right?
All right. If you would just give it something like that, Keenan and Peele live. Just no cameras, just talking shit on the train. People laughing, bro. Last train, enjoying ourselves. And then it was a good night. Like,
And then once we would roll, we would go all the way
All
from
the
either
way.
north to south or
Yeah,
south to
every
north.
stop.
But once that train stopped, that was the last. That was it. So
was it.
everybody go home. But the last memory that anybody was on that train had was, damn, we just watched we just watched two comedians or whatever.
niggas on
We-
the train telling jokes or being stupid.
Look, if
That's what it
any of
was.
our audience members out there who may have remembered experiencing this, like I want to hear
They'd
from
be on
them.
you.
we had guests.
Like,
That
I
was
want to.
we.
That is so
What?
fascinating to me. That is
We
that is
did shit, man.
Ingenuity. That is
We did shit.
What is it?
So
You
yeah,
guys
that
are
does go along with it.
pioneers.
You can put a stage. You can have a
Yeah.
stage
Yeah,
anywhere.
Stage
Anywhere,
humor,
bro.
and that just goes to show, like, these gentlemen are not just all talk. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
They have actually,
we not, man.
you know, put it out there.
Because I had a stigma for a while not loving this shit. And people didn't understand why. They'd be like, man, you really here, man? He gone. He gone. He gone for like 6-7 months. Like, he gone. Man, I've been through a lot, man. I've been to jail twice. Didn't have my license for almost a year and some change. And then I was homeless for like a week. And that was a part of my divorce. And I don't think people that ever had shit to lose understood what it is to get it back.
Man,
Like, yo, credit, nigga, first
yes.
of all, okay? And then from there, man, you got to get a roof over your head. And then from there, you work on just stabilizing yourself with a better job if you didn't get the good job at first. So, yeah, you may come out of this shit working at McDonald's, but then to get the crib and afford the crib to get a car, yeah, you got to go back to what you know. And I'm an engineer by day. So during that time when we had 9/11, man, my job was out of shit. I was flat, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I was actually going through my divorce. I was fucked. So I missed almost 2.5 years, maybe 2 years of comedy, to the point where people wasn't seeing me consistently, man. And they don't know what I went through because, again, I don't air my business unless I'm on stage with it and it's funny and I can feel it out and I can play with it. But yes, believe I was on Facebook going through it.
Yeah.
Like, Sonny be like, man, what's wrong with this nigga? Like, this nigga's just, man, fuck his baby mama. What? This nigga's going crazy. Like, man, like, yeah, like, I did, man. I had my Facebook rant for like a year where I just had to release. I didn't give a fuck how I looked, man. I had to release. That was my way of not robbing the bank.
Right.
I mean, it is.
That was my way
people
of not
say what they
robbing the
wanna
bank,
say,
man.
But it's therapeutic. You got
It
to
is.
It out.
Like, I wasn't talking about killing myself. I was just airing out how I felt, man. And I never called my baby moms or none of them a bitch online. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo, this is crazy how women can just take their kids and run off with them. Like, niggas think I'm not supposed to talk about this shit. But I had to. Like, I had to talk about it, man, because it was a lot of things I wanted to do, man. And it wasn't good. But, yeah, OG taught me out of it. OG was like, look, man, this stage don't go nowhere. The best thing you could do, get you a second job, sit the fuck down, stack your bread, because you don't know what's next. Yeah. And me, being a man, I had to take a lot of responsibilities for what the hell I had. I had a truck, man. I had to clear up my credit so get another crib. Yeah. I mean, some comics don't have it as bad like that. Some comics break up with their girlfriend, pack their shit, they off the stage for at least 2 weeks. I'm going to go stay with my dude. All right, cool. All right, I got to switch jobs, so you guys won't see me for like 2 weeks. Yeah. Nah, you ain't see me for like 7, 8 months to a year. All right? So, yeah, like, a lot of people, only my closest of comedians like Sonny knew that shit, man. Lafayette Hughes knew that shit, man. There was Timo that knew that shit, man. A lot of good ones, man. Me and Sterling got around talking around that time and relating because, man, a lot of comics know what the fuck they go through. Then you can relate to them. The other comics you can't relate to, nah, that's just the funny that they want to see and they got to keep doing their job. And I always respect that, always, because it ain't your job to sit back on my downfalls and be my friend. Yeah. No, if we comedian friends and you just want to see me on this stage being funny and booking shows, then cool, I know how to deal with you. But I've dealt with Sonny in different ways than I had with Lafayette Hughes. Or I've dealt with Lafayette Hughes in different ways that I've dealt with, you know what I'm saying, Keith or Keith Vance and shit. So it's like I deal with comedians, even though they're my peoples in community. You deal with them in different ways, but my circle is still small. It's still small of importance. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad for the transformation, for the healing, because now we go from seeing the rants on Facebook to see you building out beautiful bamboo freaking beds and stuff. Like, have you seen this? Like, he built a bed out of bamboo.
Yeah, I did, man. That's a little talent.
That's because Daruleo be out here breaking. You can't just put regular oak under Daruleo. When he get in the bed, he breaking regular oak. So you got to get something strong like bamboo. That's how he got 11 kids. You know how many broken beds you got to have 11 kids?
And it's funny that you say that, Sonny, too. And it's funny that you say that, too, Billy, because, yes, I'm creative when I'm off the stage. I am. I'm a hands-on type of nigga. I like to do different shit.
Let me tell you, I'm going to say this real quick. I was watching every post, like, okay, when you going to post it? Like, I was really following along.
A lot of people was, and my inbox is full, man. I wanted to see how it was going to end up. It's some Pinterest type shit. Like, from this goofy-ass dude. Like, and it's beautiful. It came out beautiful. So what I'm going to do is, I got videos and everything else. I think I'm going to just drop it in my stories, probably on Facebook, because a lot of people in Facebook missed it, because I've been in Facebook jail. So I'm going to post it in my stories on Facebook. My Instagram is going yam. Like, I'm finna be building this shit for people, man. I'm busy, okay? Yes, I swear, it looks so nice. You do not want me to make this for you unless you got money. All right, that's it. Point blank, period. I'm going to leave it at that, because it's not that I want to take it from you. I'm not going to let you know that I'm busy. I don't want you.
Fuck that. It's your product. Exactly. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Exactly. So look, you paying for it. That's it. That's all I can tell you.
You either paying for it or you don't want it.
I don't mind spreading the joy and the love, because, again, I want to give to everybody. That's what these hands is for, man.
And then to see you and your partner, like, y'all planting, y'all the garden and stuff.
Yep.
Like, it's beautiful to see that different part of you. And that's something we don't see from comedians. That the private part of them, and I think that's what humanizes, comedians.
Humanizes, cause man,
I don't like
I'm
just
vicious.
seeing memes and just stand-up clips and stuff like that. I want to see, just show me a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. My now least favorite thing is if I get a follow request and then your thing, it says comedian, and then I go to follow you and your page is all memes. Bitch, get off my shit.
Get off my shit.
Get off my shit. You said you were a comedian. I'm not about to follow a meme page.
On her. Like even though it be my regular life, I still be talking shit, because I got a woman that I can talk shit with. Even when she ain't got her hair done, I could put her online. She may be like, "Oh my God," and then I'll be like, "Look, baby, look at me like." Man, whatever. You just like posting me when I'm
That's
fucked
because
up.
that's because y'all are cute. Y'all are cute.
Weird,
you know what?
I'm
Y'all are that couple that people are either gonna watch to see if they self-destruct or because we're genuinely like you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, I've had moments of both. I've looked at some posts and been like, see, that is cute, and then I've looked at other posts and been like, woo, yeah, I'm like, I can't wait for one of them to be on the 6 o'clock news.
I'm telling you, because we so unpredictable, it's great. Like now we dumbing it down. We like trying to get back to the groove of just being like not so much as entertaining, but being happy to entertain. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference. We was not losing ourselves and making it business, but we was losing ourselves as far as our family vibes and values as far as how we want to be perceived because we wide open people. So I think people going to understand who we really are here in a little bit because, again, we got a podcast that we do, but it's more like a biocast. That's what we call it because – again, we got a lot of kids. Again, she's a very entertaining woman, and she's spiritual as well, and she's very sexually as well. And I'm entertainment, comedy, or whatever you want to call me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So real quick, so our producer has a question. I'm gonna get to his question in just a minute, but the last thing I want to bring up, the last topic I would. Okay. All right,
cool.
All right, so the last thing I want to ask you is, out of your 11 kids, who's the funniest?
Oh,
or who's the comedian of your 11 kids?
Oh, I'm gonna run it down to you right now because it's almost neck and neck, but you're not gonna believe this, bro. My second youngest, which is Angel, and she's about to be 2, and that motherfucker, boy, oh my gosh, she is hell, bro. She got the arms down. She got the head and the arms down, bruh. She's got no down. She's got that down, bruh. We went bowling yesterday, and you know when you looking for a strike, and again the second funniest, Juice, went to go bowling, which is my daughter Essence, and she's an artist too. That's why she's funny. She the artist. All right.
And how old is she?
She's I want to get this right. She's 8. No, she's 9. She's the oldest between her and Nene. Nene's 8, and Nene, you know what I'm saying, she funny too. But it's got to be the almost 2-year-old, bro. Like for real, like she ain't talking yet, but this nigga talking. All right, this nigga talking.
I know what
bro.
you said. She got all this. She communicates. She ain't got to talk, but she communicates.
Yes, bro. Yes. If I had to give it to one of the ones that can spit jokes and talk shit, then it would be Juice. All right. Cause she's slick funny with it. She got a mouth on her, but it's very respectful. But at times she just be like, "Really? Okay." And you think that's gonna work? Like, nigga, you was too smart for your own good. Yeah, it's gonna work, and then it don't work, and
right.
And here comes the facial expressions, and I thought I told you so, Papa. Yeah. Like, yeah,
right.
Get out my face. So yeah, like those 2 right there, man. Those 2 right there, I'm not gonna lie, them 2 the funniest.
I got you. All right.
Thank you. Well, can our guests find you?
Man, everywhere. I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna be on so many social media sites, and that's because of the funny and because of the social life. But if you want to find me, period, just Google Goofy Ledger. I have a link tree, and it'll take you to wherever you want to find me.
Instagram. Okay. What's your Instagram?
Instagram, Goofy Ledger.
LEDGER.
Just like it sounds. If you can't spell Goofy, you fucking failed school somewhere. All right? Yeah, and then Ledger, you just got to say that softly or just be like Batman, Heath Ledger. All right? Or like a ledger that you write in. My name ain't difficult.
The millennial don't know what it is.
Exactly. I'm trying to get it all for him, and I'm like, man,
first off, somebody
gonna miss the D.
Stop saying millennial derogatorily because we're millennials technically.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm a millennial, if I'm a millennial, I'm right on the cusp. Yeah. Because you want to know why? Yes, I was around when DOS came out.
Yeah, that's why we're
Right.
millennials. We're the ones that
Exactly.
we remember when there was no
pioneered
technology,
DOS. Yeah.
and we had to get
pioneered DOS,
adapted
bruh.
to recent
Yeah,
technology, like
floppy disk, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, when
Oregon
computers
Trail.
first dropped.
Oregon Trail.
Remember Oregon
Hey,
Trail?
I'm the
That
illest
too.
nigga in, or I can
Oregon-
get my
that's what
whole
I mean,
family through the
Oregon
trail
Trail.
without nobody dying of dysentery.
probably
Fuck with
could.
me.
You probably could. You probably could. I ain't
Nobody
gonna lie,
dies
man.
of dysentery on my
I was
wagon.
a nigga that jumped off the wagon looking for weed. Like, man, we in the wild, wild
Look
west.
for weed hoes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where everybody can find me, Goofy Ledger. Again, I got 2 clubs that I'm hosting. One is in Georgia, the other one's in Alabama, Anniston, Alabama, and we're gonna say Lawrenceville, Georgia.
Yep.
I think that's
So
Lawrenceville.
when I'm
Lawrence,
going,
Sweetwater.
to Alabama, I'm trying to get a road trip going on.
Nelly,
here.
I got you on one show. You slow your roll. You gonna get booked on another
All
one.
right.
I got you.
Okay.
And then, Sonny, I always take care of you when I
Oh,
can.
I'm not worried about it.
Shit, man. Yeah. Sweetwater Live is coming alive, and Happy Hour, Happy Times.
Daruleo's one of the few people who books me that back when I was still drinking, I basically did all his shows for free. Because the crazy
Because he was
part,
drunk. Now he want
Yeah.
to charge me.
it's like, because if I go to Daruleo show, somehow I'm going to find myself drunk, whether I pay or not. So sometimes I would forget to collect the money from him because I would be drunk. It'd be like, he called me the next day. He'd be like, hey, Sonny, you know, I'm supposed to pay you $60. I'm
Yeah.
like, bruh, I can't even come collect it right now. Just keep
I'll be
it.
Like, keep it. Shit, I'm not gonna keep it. I gotta give it to somebody. These kids need it. Like for real. Like dead ass. Like people think I be like, bruh, look, nigga, I don't have your money. Like my kids do. Like, my kids.
And you're
do.
not about to fight all 11 of them to
You're
get it
not,
because
nigga, they'll turn
them
into
niggas
bone
like the
straps.
Power Rangers. Yo,
Facts.
that's not what you want.
Facts. So man, I love everything about entertainment because you know it's my life, man. It's everyday life.
This has been great. We appreciate having you on the show.
That's
Appreciate y'all
right.
for
Your
having me out.
energy, just awesome. You're an awesome performer. You brought so much knowledge and game to me and to our audience. I mean, I feel like anytime I'm in your presence, it's a masterclass for me. So,
Thank you. Y'all gonna see me. If you come out Thursday, y'all come out Thursday, man. It's gonna be fun.
Sweetwater Bar and
It
Grill,
is,
Sweetwater
man.
Road, and
Lawrenceville.
Duluth.
Duluth.
It's
It is
technically
Duluth.
Duluth.
It's Duluth.
It's the Duluth Lawrenceville. So it's that part
Okay.
it's that part of Duluth and Lawrenceville that you don't know, but you don't care because nobody lives there.
Agency.
Facts, because
it's like
they
right-
say the same shit. They be like, ain't nothing to do around here. I be like, then why ain't nobody here?
Like it's right down the street from all the car dealerships
Why
that have the
nobody
radio
here?
commercials.
Like it's a
And
fucking
Gwinnett
free
Place
campus.
Mall.
It's gonna be lit.
But
Cinco
it's-
de Mayo. Yeah, Cinco
Cinco
de
de
Mayo.
Mayo.
And I mean, that's where I just be like, hey, man, whatever. Y'all call it whatever holiday y'all want, man. I mean, shit, my kids have Spanish. I got to celebrate it. So that's what I do, man. I pay homage to everybody.
Well, thank you so much, Daruleo Ledger, my homeboy Goofy, my brother in the game, man. I am the legendary Sonny G, Sonny with an O, not a U, not a stripper.
I'm your girl, Bella Spinelli. Powered by Hughley today. I'm just gonna be
Cool.
nice.
And this
Calm
is
down.
this is the Speaking of Funny podcast. You can find it on the Thinking Out Loud network on all of your favorite streaming platforms. Type in Thinking Out Loud network, and you can see all of the episodes, including the Speaking of Funny podcast.
Yes.
Sweet. Y'all tune into that. I want y'all to see me. More knowledge. I have more knowledge, man. I'm loving this, man. Thank you for having me out, man. Y'all again, Daruleo Ledger.
All right, and so now we're going to get to the producer's question.
Speaking of funny.
Check out the Thinking Out Loud Network at thinkingoutloudnetwork.com.